Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insight? Welcome to Four Guys in a Bar podcast, sponsored by Chiefs Blitz and presented by Dave Purdy with Supreme Lending. For your mortgage solutions, call Dave today at 816-405-5831. That's 816-405-5831 because he's pretty good. Here's your Chiefs Blitz host, Nick Athan, with Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, and Hense Todd.
Welcome to the AFC Championship edition of Four Guys in a Bar, presented by Chiefs Blitz. We're going live tonight after the Chiefs 17-7 victory over the Baltimore Ravens. They punched me in the mouth, we punched back, and we just kept punching. And that's my producer, Hense Todd, over there, who predicted the Chiefs would go back-to-back Super Bowls about 8 weeks ago. So props. I bow to you. I bow to thee. Before we get started on the show, though, I need to bow to our corporate sponsor. That would be Mr. Eric Haynes with the Eric Haynes Group. If you're looking to buy or sell a house in the Kansas City metropolitan area or the surrounding areas, you want someone you can trust, you got to give Eric Haynes a call at 816-729-3785. He is your real estate advisor. He is helping me and Mrs. Chiefs Blitz find a house. He has been relentless in his pursuit. He's taken every question. He's making sure we find and make the right decision for our families. So give Eric Haynes a call at 816-729-3785, or you can reach him at esaleskc@gmail.com.
Proud sponsor, Chief Who?
And the very proud sponsor of Chiefs Who. And with that, I bring in the other senior member, Lou Montagna and Coach Andre Tillman. Gentlemen, I never had a doubt the Chiefs were going to win all week. I think once we saw their tenacity in the win over the Dolphins, I think we all felt pretty comfortable that they were gonna do well. But just going back 8 weeks, things didn't look so good. This team was in disarray. Patrick Mahomes goes off on the sidelines. A lot of things have happened between then and now. But the Chiefs are AFC champions. They're attempting to do with was it 2001 and 2002 New England Patriots to win back-to-back Super Bowls. Okay, I'm only going to say this once, and it's the only time I'm going to say it often, but on this show, Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT. That's it. What he did the last 2 weeks, he has solidified himself as the greatest quarterback I have ever seen in my entire life at the age of 28. Chiefs win, guys. Floor is yours, man. What do you think?
Look at my guy. Look at him, guy. He went to the trenchlet. He put all the hammers on the throne, and everybody challenged the throne. Everybody said this guy was better than him. Oh, Ben Roethlisberger. Oh, Joe Burrow. Oh, this guy, that guy. Hey, it doesn't matter, because when this man comes on the field, this man takes over a game. It's ridiculous. It's unrealistic. Hey, I can't believe what I'm witnessing with my own young eyes. I know you guys can't believe what you witnessing, but this guy is the guy, the truth. Bow to the king, Coach Dre.
Is that Andy Dalton in that picture? I think Andy Dalton's in there somehow.
That's great.
We win. They figured out how to win football games with this team, flat out. They figured out how they're going to win, what the game plan is, and they've been carrying it out every single week. And the defense has just been out of this world. Spags is dialing up the right plays. They're executing at a high level. There weren't very many misses on the defensive end. Now, there was a couple of tackling issues with Lamar, but everybody has tackling issues with Lamar. But they they boxed them in. They got them when they had to. And the bottom line is we win. That's it. I mean, we're on to the next. Let's go.
Yeah.
Coach. Don't care who the pony is.
Coach, you're up, man.
Well, I'm going to say this, and I stand on what I say. It was a good game. It was a good game from Patrick Mahomes, and Spags called a great defense. Spags called a great defense.
For you, sir.
The coverage on the back end was phenomenal because Lamar did have some time back there in that pocket, but the coverage was phenomenal, man. I was like, he couldn't get nobody open, so he had to check the ball down. So again, I gotta get credit where credit is due. And also, Flowers had a good game too, though. Flowers did have a good game. Flowers had a good game, but
Flowers was their best. The Flowers was their
Yeah.
best player on the field,
Most
and
definitely.
there was no question about it. I mean, we didn't cover him very well. Obviously, the fumble at the 1 yard line, the snee to McDuffie,
big play.
punch,
Big play.
punch and fall on football. That pretty much ended the football game at that point.
It did.
The Ravens were going to score a touchdown. The Chiefs would have had a lot of pressure. They would not have been able to run out the clock at that point because I think there was still 8 minutes left. When that happened, and the offense would have had to do something really, really amazing. But there's two things about this football game that just absolutely shocked me. One, the inept, not inept, the way the Ravens handled themselves on the field before the game was absolutely atrocious. Picking fights, the kicker, trying to disrupt. It was childish. I mean, I know Harbaugh's got a reputation of kind of being one of those, hey, let's get in their faces and show some attitude. But they just kept trying to punch the Chiefs in the mouth, and they're like, missed another one. Missed another one. I thought that was absolutely incredible, their attitude toward the beginning of the game. And the plays they made, so many penalties. They said they were going to hit Patrick Mahomes. I mean, he took a couple of shots. That one shot to the helmet, I'm sorry, that guy should have been ejected.
That was a big hit.
Yeah, he should have been ejected. I mean, that was a full swing.
Yeah,
and, the other thing that impressed me was, down Charles Omenihu, Chris Jones was limping. Edwards was out for a while, and Deion Bush comes in 2 plays later and gets a pick, interception in the end zone. But Spags, man, I'm telling you, that was one of the greatest coaching games for a defensive coordinator I have ever seen. We are so lucky to have him. Again, why is he not being interviewed for head coaches? I don't want him to go anywhere. Just stay in Kansas City for what he's done, and especially with Drew Tranquill, pictured there. It just, those are the two things that stood out the most. And of course, Mahomes was special. Kelsey 11-11. Now he's the leader in postseason receptions over Jerry friggin' Rice.
Yeah.
It's just, I am so impressed.
When you think he can't do it or can't ratchet it up more, Travis really did it. I mean, the last couple of games where you could just tell just his entire demeanor, the way he was conducting himself. That first one on 4th down where he had to kind of climb the ladder. I mean, Patrick made a good pass, but that was a hell of a catch.
Yeah.
And that just kind of started it rolling. Then he scores the touchdown. It was game on, man. That was impressive. And just, I think some of the younger players or maybe some of the guys that hadn't been with the Chiefs previous, seeing that, whether it be Omenihu or Drew Tranquill, I'll say it in English this time, Drew Tranquill, it's infectious, and they see that this is the way we conduct ourselves. This is how we have to react to win football games. And you saw where Travis was almost being like Bill Lambier on that one play where he drew the intentional foul. He drew the unsportsmanlike conduct because, like you said, it seemed like there was a lot of tackling going up high, like around the neck area on several plays, even before they hit Patrick. So it was just, I don't know. I mean, it's just maybe because they hadn't been there before. This was their nerves coming out and they were trying to be chippy just to maybe calm themselves. I don't know, but it's certainly, you could tell which team had been there before and which hadn't.
Yeah, and you see what Deion said. He said Travis Kelce is him. Deion Sanders tweeted that out. Said, "Hey, y'all can doubt the Chiefs. Y'all can do this, all this stuff, and talk stuff about the Chiefs, man." And like I said on the show, they going into the bank to do what?
Rob
the
bank. And Kelsey too. Before the game, I posted this on Twitter. That look in his eye. Yeah. I've never seen that. I've never seen that from Travis Kelce in a football game. Never.
That's
ever.
Postseason Travis. Hey, listen.
But even postseason Travis, I've watched a lot.
Yeah,
I've never seen
a guy beast.
Who had that. He took his game to another level. He cemented himself. Obviously, he's a Hall of Fame player. But 11 of 11 for
Did you see that
116 yards
blocking?
and a touchdown.
Did you see that blocking on
And his
Chaz's-
block
the
on the
blocking?
Pacheco touchdown was just
Mhm.
on Patrick Queen. And Patrick
Yeah,
Queen was
man.
unhinged all game long. Again, I don't know why. I know their defensive coordinator is getting a lot of love and could be a head coach here in the next couple of days. But why can't you control your guys? Dude, if you're going to play that style of football against the Chiefs aren't terrified. They weren't terrified of the Ravens defense. They weren't terrified of their players. They've gone in that house and they've won. They've beaten them in Kansas City. This isn't the same defense that Patrick Mahomes faced in 2018. That was a far better defense than what we saw, tonight. And I'm just blown away by their whole approach. And maybe John Harbaugh just figured, well, this is what got us there. We're not going to change anything.
Right.
But
right.
that was their downfall. That was their biggest mistake. And that's one of the reasons why they lost. And kudos to the Spags and Reed kind of understanding and recognizing where to put the ball and where to apply the pressure. And the Chiefs goaded them into a couple of those penalties, and that's just fine with me. That's what veteran teams do. They find a way to make plays and they find a way to get things done.
Defense hearing all week how great the Ravens defense was.
We said
they're number one and all this. And again, it's true.
I didn't say that.
But I think the Chiefs defense.
I didn't say nothing like that.
You do hear stuff like that, and that's got to motivate you a little bit. Like, wait a second, look at who this is. Us, all right. We haven't given up over 7.5 points, and I don't know how many games. The second half, I should say. And today it was 3. So come on now. Give some credit where credit is due. Maybe they didn't have as many sacks as the Ravens, but down the stretch here, there's nobody better. And I've said it 100 times.
Left from right.
I don't know if Buddy Ryan ever did it better, but I mean, in playoff football, Spags is the DC. That's a huge advantage, man.
It is. It is. So that life just commented and said, Lamar struggled. I don't know why they didn't run the ball. And Romo was saying the same thing. Like, why they're not running the ball?
You know why?
They play so unbalanced. They play so unbalanced this game. I'm like, this is not Ravens football. I was like, why are you not running the ball? But he tried to step back and he wanted to become a pocket passer. He wanted to throw the ball.
They did.
And
that's exactly right.
It wasn't nobody open though. It wasn't nobody open.
I told you why they did nobody open.
Yeah. You're right, Hense. You get the props, man.
I put it like this, guys. Ever since the cracked helmet, it's been worse for everybody else in the AFC. It woke everybody up. The cracked helmet is what did it, guys. I don't put it past this man. Number 15 is great. I know Lou sorry said the guy from Missouri. Gonna say he's great again.
The distinguished gentleman from Missouri. We stipulate Patrick is great. But tonight's the night to do it.
Look like it. The guy came in the stadium and robbed the bank. He said, "Gimme! I want everybody." Did everybody in the stadium ran? They laid down. He slapped up the owners and everybody, and he took the trophy back. But again, give props to where it is due, because Andy Reid did make some bonehead plays at the end of the calls in that game. I was like, come on, man, kick the field goal there, go up 20, right? Kick the field goal, go up to 20. But Spags is that guy. I ain't seen nothing like it.
I'm gonna say, give it to George, man. George Kalafis actually came through.
George Kalafis.
He came through. He came through and put a statement on his game, man. So in the offseason, we're dealing with CJ. George came through. So I think I kind of put a lot of that to rest, though, for me, because, like I said, Hugh was big at the big strip fumble. George came through at the end and put a seal on it. I like what Spags is doing with his defense. Again, Nick, I don't think Spags should even leave Kansas City. I think Spags should stay where he's at.
No, I think he's cemented. He's not getting any interviews. The other play that we didn't talk about is the tripping on Chris Jones that nearly knocked him out of the game in the end zone. How they missed that one. I mean, he just stuck his leg out and tripped him. But I'm telling you, Spags, we've been critical, but what he's done the last 2 years, I mean, let's put what Spags has done in Mahomes in perspective. Since the playoffs began last year, that combination beat Trevor Lawrence, right? Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, Tua, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson. Think about that. Brady, I don't think Brady has had a stretch like that.
The AFC's a gauntlet.
If you look at it, Nick, if you look at it, if you look at the defensive coordinators, everybody would say Belichick, right? Rightfully so, because the rings. But who's up under him? You're gonna say Lazy Frazier, probably. But you got Spags. Spags did it too. Now you put a Belichick type coach with an all-time Hall of Famer quarterback and a great offensive coordinator. That's unstoppable.
Yeah.
That right there, that combination right there is unstoppable, unheard of. And I'm sad if you got Kansas City on your birth certificate, like some people on the show, and you still pick against your team. You still pick against your city team. Yeah. I don't understand it. You was born here. You born here. Enjoy. This is your team. This is your time to be a great time to be alive. So even though your Cardinals ain't gonna be nothing, it doesn't matter. You still gotta be the guy that's still
is he still throwing shots? I'm letting the man have it. I'm letting you have it to the stage, sir. I'm letting you have it to the stage, sir. Go keep talking. Keep talking, sir. I ain't gonna say nothing. Go keep talking.
It's best friends go to best friends. He know I'm best with him.
It is. But did anybody else notice that Marilee's coming with the eye black?
Yeah,
anybody else see that?
I love that.
That's serious, man.
I've seen that.
That's game time.
So right now, it's looking like it's going to be the Chiefs and the Lions. And now, Nick, remember, I think it's people watching the show because a lot of stuff I say is kind of ending up on the top shows. Remember, and also with Lou say too, and everybody, it seemed like they watch it. But again, you remember what I said? You miss what? An art class? You miss red and blue together, you get purple. So
let me speak on that real quick because there's a lot of politics that's going around by the color scheme, right? They said that Baltimore was going to win it and Detroit was going to win it, right? So me looking at this game, so I said, okay, Kansas City won. So I guess it's not rigged. I guess it's not rigged. So now we can put that to rest. Now it's going to be all now it's going to be. They want to see Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl. That's what they wanted to see. No, it's not that, guys. Everybody's missing it, guys. You know what it is? It's that man. That man right there. That's who it is.
Money.
He taking everybody's best quarterback, everybody's
like
best
he's stepping on Baker's face. He can't do that. Come on now.
And guys, think about it. If you're Kansas City, if you're not from Kansas City, but seeing this team struggle for years and years and years and years and years, you can't say that you're not happy and not to be a Kansas City and not if you're not a fan. This team is doing a lot for your city. This man is doing a lot for your city, even bringing first women's soccer stadium here, all this stuff that Patrick Mahomes and Brittany Mahomes are doing for the city, and all the hate they took. This guy still sit there and takes all the shots, and you don't think he hear everything? Even the kicker before the game. You know what I mean? Justin, you out there for one time or other. You ain't out there tackling nobody. Now you go down there. You went down there and say, "Hey, this bear is dead. This bear is dead. I'm poking at him. I think he's dead." And now you went down there and woke the man up before the game, and now he missed his alarm for his early fight. Now he got to kick your butt. Now he came in and took the stadium, took your grandma cookies that he baked you.
And
now the game is over.
I tell you what. Your boy Rasheed Rice didn't get 150 yards though, sir. We did make a bet on that one, sir. He didn't get a buck.
Credit the Ravens at the end of the second half when they held the Chiefs on that 4th and 1 when they just couldn't convert. From that point on,
they just couldn't
he
score.
would have if he would have 107 yards if they wouldn't said that was holding call. So that we gonna leave it like it is.
He didn't get it, sir. So your boy.
You know what he did get? He got a first prize Amazon package delivered right to him in a locker room with Super Bowl tickets on it, going straight to the Super Bowl as the first rookie.
I'll tell you what, Travis Kelce put on a show.
He did.
These playoffs, man.
A little more shine for MVS. We got to give a little bit more shine for MVS. All the crap that was going on for weeks and weeks and weeks, and then we kept saying, "Hey, he made some big plays in the playoffs last year."
He caught that bomb. I was like,
they threw him 2 balls. The biggest play, play of the game. Patrick's like, I don't care. He's open. I'm going to throw him the ball.
He caught it. That young man.
I mean, my feed was messed up. My feed was messed up. And I was on a 30 to 45 second delay because my feed got messed up with YouTube. And so I see the message come on my phone. All it says is MVS, what the F? So obviously I kind of foreshadowed what was going to happen.
MVS the closer.
I didn't know what the WTF stood for, good or bad.
I said MVS, what the fuck, man? Like, I said it because I was like, yo, I've been bashing this man all season, right? And he came up big.
Right.
He came up big. So Mahomes does trust this young man.
There was that was some cojones, man.
Dre, I would like to ask this question direct to Dre.
What's up?
Now, as you being a realist, you known to being a realist, right?
Yeah.
You seen everybody they thrown at him. Everybody they thrown at Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrows, and all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Can you not say that it's not another him in this NFL? Can you just say that like it's not?
One thing I say, even though I make my comments about Mahomes is him. Mahomes always been him. Mahomes always been him. It's always like there's never a doubt in my mind how clutch Mahomes is. He's the Michael Jordan of the generation.
Oh yeah,
he's the Jordan generation. Like you can't if you bet against him, he's gonna kill you.
And guess where you sit at, everybody? In the middle of the map.
Right now, he's going to the Super Bowl
on his throne in the middle of the map.
Listen though, 69 drops this season, right? 69 drops, and for them to take their team all the way to the Super Bowl.
What else more you can say about Patrick Mahomes?
But no drops in the last 2 games, correct?
Right, no drops, Nick.
In the last 2 games, correct?
I don't know. I mean, did Watson drop that ball against Buffalo, or was it just a? I don't know what you count as a drop. I mean, it would have been a very tough catch. I don't know. Is that a drop? I wouldn't say. I don't think so. I wouldn't.
No, it's not, Lou.
I wouldn't say that's a drop. That would be. I mean, that would be like the guy. The guy during a no-hitter, the official scorer saying, that's an error, right? Or perfect game. Oh, there's an error.
So, again, that was an incredible game, a credible showing from Spags and Andy Reid. Man, they put on the show. Again, guys, against Buffalo, the ball was moving at will. There was no fight. The ball was moving fluently. Even with this game, the ball was moving fluently. I said, bro, the Chiefs on the whole.
Now, can you say this? Can you say this by watching the game? Even though Lou said, "Oh, you came up for all that just to say that." If you put pressure on Lamar Jackson, what happens?
But it wasn't. But the crazy part about it,
the game. This just put heat on the quarterback.
But the crazy part about it, though,
you watch the game.
Yeah. You're right.
It wasn't nobody open though. Like it wasn't nobody. The Chiefs.
I called Nick. I was like, my son was like, Daddy, he said, Daddy, they did just what you said. He's gonna put the pressure on him, and he's gonna fold.
The thing is, though, there was nobody open to throw the ball to.
Zay Flowers was like cloaked on a few plays. I don't know. He kept just coming up like, my God, there's nobody around him.
But you know what? Zay Flowers has arrived to me. Zay Flowers has showed me.
He had a great season.
The man pulling the show, but.
He ain't the best number 4, so
no.
So speaking of the best,
number 4 was okay, but it wasn't better than Flowers' game. It wasn't better than Flowers' game.
Go ahead, Nick.
Say what?
Get into the next sponsor. Go ahead.
All right, let's talk about it. The next sponsor. Let's talk about my good friend, Mr. Dave Purdy with Supreme Lending. If you're looking for someone who's going to walk you through the process of trying to evaluate your finances and find a mortgage that fits, Dave Purdy's your guy. You can reach him at 816-405-5831. The good thing about Dave is he's got a lot of experience. He's got a lot of loan programs available, and he is definitely someone who's going to make sure from start to finish. He's working with both myself and Hense, and as we search for our next home, he is definitely taking good care of us on the mortgage side. So if you want someone you can trust, give Dave Purdy a call at 816-405-5831. We love Dave because he is
Pretty
good.
Hey, Nick.
Miss Lady,
Marilee Trahan waiting for her prize.
She waiting
we
for
owe
her
her
Still waiting
prize,
for her
don't we?
prize.
All right.
Yeah,
now.
Just send me an instant message and remind me because I won't remember from here. I'll just warn you, Marilee.
I'll tell you what.
We can't be the show that's not honoring our prizes, Nick.
We will. I'll give her and I owe Cream a prize as well. So I'll make sure that happens.
That Pony Express to
We'll dig it.
Takes a while.
We'll dig it.
Yeah,
Tom Hood says this, guys. He said, guys, I don't look more dangerous than Lamar Jackson. He did.
No question.
He did.
Allen's a far better quarterback. This just proves everything about Lamar Jackson we all said before the game, leading up to the game. The Texans wasn't a true test because they just didn't have the horses in the game plan to go after him in the second half. And you know what? He is what he is. And my streak is still alive. No running.
You know what, Nick? I will give you credit. I will give you credit, Nick, about Lamar, man, because I sit there and I really watched the game, Mr. Bow Tie. I watched the game and I was like, yo, like it was some throws he wasn't throwing. There's some throws he wasn't throwing. I could say the Chiefs played great defense, but at the same time, it was like I said, what's going on?
I'm like, God,
that boy got beat though. The boy got beat in the end. Manning beat boy off the edge. But yeah, because Josh Allen, like to me, besides the loss, he still is a legit quarterback.
Yeah.
Legit quarterback. Yeah. He just had no weapons for real.
This is what you get with Baltimore. They got 22 free agents. They were all in. The loudest ovation in the entire game was when Terrell Suggs came out.
I know.
They the crowd in the fourth quarter. And where did he get his Super Bowl ring from?
Funny.
Kansas City. I mean,
they turned the lights off, Nick. They turned the lights off. You know, they turned the lights off. You know who they seen? They turned the lights off in the stadium, brought him out. Then they turned the lights back on. Like, oh shoot, the Green Reaper. That's who was there. That's who they forgot that was still there. You know what I mean? They turned the lights off for this, the Suggs and everybody else to come out. I said, look, this is like a Royal Rumble match. The next, you know, the entrants come in and here comes somebody else and they get thrown out the ring by Patrick Mahomes at the end of the game.
Yeah,
Drake knows it's true. Drake knows it's true.
Listen. I tell you what, man. Today, Mahomes,
Ultimate Warrior on your stand. That's who he is.
Yeah.
He definitely put on the show today. He did. He definitely put on the show.
But speaking of the show, guys, hey, we got at least some meat on the bone for tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. We just wanted that. We're going to come on tonight and just talk about this game a little bit. We'll have a lot of great content on ChiefsBlitz.com for the next 2 weeks. We'll know this week if one of our two members might be able to make it out to Las Vegas. We're going to definitely have a lot more shows. We're going to have a lot of content. We're going to talk about this in about an hour and a half. Looks right now like the Lions are up with 24-7.
Yeah.
It looks like that's the team. I actually fear them more than I fear the 49ers. But
I don't know by it.
Hold on. You didn't let me finish.
Yeah, let him finish, man. Dang.
But
Flavor Flav.
I did. Hence your homework is to find the segment that I did in the podcast.
Oh, well, I got
the Chiefs and Lions, where I successfully predicted my Super Bowl teams were going to be the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. We'll see what happens. We will take a first glance at this game tomorrow. We'll dissect all the stuff that comes out tonight, and we'll get you ready for the Chiefs. What's that?
Jared Goff. Oh,
hey,
we'll see.
He's playing really well tonight. I'm going to give him props so far.
Nick, if they beat San Francisco, guys, I don't know. Now I'm like, okay, they beat San Fran. Like anything can happen in the NFL, right? Anything can happen. Who knows?
They beat them with not a Purdy good. It's only one Purdy good.
The last time that Goff and Patrick Mahomes played together before this year, that was a rock'em sock'em shootout.
Start the season, end the season. Same team.
There you go.
Let's go.
Still comes down to coaching and number 15.
We'll be back. Monday with tomorrow. Shoot, tomorrow with some great breakdowns. Because we gonna get to go back and look what happened in the locker rooms. You give you some takes on everything else. But guys, we in another Super Bowl. Who thought it? Everybody thought
3 out of 6.
Everybody said we was done because the receivers, the drops. But again, if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, Spags got to get the love because he held the whole season together when it was all could have fell apart.
He is their MVP.
He's the MVP of the Chiefs. So with that said,
players are pretty good too. But yeah,
lead us out. Nick.
The players make it go.
All right, guys. Well, again, want to thank our sponsors. Very much for their help and their assistance and believing in us. Eric Haynes with the Eric Haynes Group. You can reach him at 816-729-3785. He's the guy that's going to help you find a house. He's working with both myself and with Hense and our families just to make sure that we find the right house that fits the budget and doesn't have any surprises. And you want someone you can trust, so give Eric a call at 816-729-3785 or esaleskc@gmail.com. And, of course, our other member, Dave Purdy, with Extreme. You can reach Dave at 816-405-5831. He is the guy who knows the numbers. Rates are coming down. It's actually a pretty good time to buy. If you can find the right property, it's a good time to refinance. It's a good time to consolidate debt. It's an election year, and anything could be crazy. Nothing more is crazy than an election year when it comes to interest rates. So as things are stable now, you need to find someone who can go through it and process everything with you and make sure that you're making the right decision when it comes to a mortgage. That's Dave Purdy at 816-405-5831. We love Dave because he is
Purdy good.
He's certainly better than Brock Purdy. That's all I got to say so far.
Hey,
shots fired. Let me get that. Dang.
We'll see what happens. Maybe he'll make me eat my crow as they prepare for the third quarter. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow at 12 o'clock. We'll find out who the Chiefs' opponent is. We'll get you ready for Super Bowl week and the Super Bowl 2 weeks from today in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Arrowhead West is where they buried the state. They buried the flag under the stadium when they was building it.
Chiefs are undefeated at Arrowhead West. They're absolutely right. All right, guys, peace out. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Let's go.
Yep.